The other therapist that I saw in the past, I would not last long with them. To me, they were very cold, very medical like, as opposed to actually wanting to be there for you, like Wen Chi. In the past, I didn't like coming once a week and then them having to remember what I said from the week before. Um, with Wen Chi, she remembers everything. I mean, doing the 2 hour sessions that we do, she remembers it. And going 3 days a week is a lot better than once a week or even twice a month. And that's the one thing that I really, I was very scared to even go into, try to find therapy again for those certain reasons. And I'm glad I did it now. But she's a very positive in what she does. She cares about what I have to say, and she makes me feel good when I leave.
So, Cliff, share with us about your experience with inner twin work and how do you remember how I help you to connect it with your inner twin, your authentic self?
Yeah, that was a new one on me. I didn't realize this, that everybody has an inner twin. Everybody has somebody there next to them throughout their life that's always by you. That's that extra support that you need, or extra little voice when you go astray in your life. I lost mine. His name is Jason. I lost him about 25 years ago, and that was probably the last time I was really happy. But when she made me find him again, she brought him out through our therapy sessions, and it didn't take long. And from day one, he's been there. As soon as I was reintroduced, and he's not left my side. I've been challenged in the last month and a half with all my therapy, and those times that I had to think about, it's getting tough. Now I didn't have to look very far for support, and it was inside me. It was Jason. I'm glad to have him in my life, and I appreciate him every day. I tell him I love him every day. I carry a journal, and I write to him every night about my day. And having an inner twin is a wonderful thing to have. We all should be so lucky.
Great. So, Cliff, would you share with us about the progress you have made during this 30-day intensive outpatient program, and give us a before and after picture? Talk about the anger management and your fear, how it was for you, fear of the failure and the unknown, and how you took care of yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and what's the difference now?
Before I came, I was to the end. I hurt my relationship with my wife and my kids, and it was all, anger was the big one. Anger was a thing for me that defined my life. I let it define my life. Violently, emotionally, and verbally to my wife, and verbally to my kids. My anger was very quick. It didn't take long for me to punch a wall, or to grab my wife, or to yell at the kids. That was my anger. That's the only way I did things. It was out of control. Even in my golf, playing golf, I was either throwing clubs, or hitting a tree, or throwing a ball, or just punching anything close by. Never a friend, but mostly it was a tree. Now I don't feel that. I know it's still a work in progress, and the therapy and the aftercare that I'm getting has really helped. I'm calm now. I know that anger is a feeling. Everybody can feel angry. It's just how you process that anger is what I've learned. I don't have to do it in a violent way anymore. I know that I can verbalize saying, hey, I'm angry today. And I know I'm truthful to myself when I do feel angry. But it's doing it in a manner that's a positive manner and not a violent or horrible manner. That's what I've learned now, and I'm doing that every day for the rest of my life. The fear of the unknown. I've always had a fear of failure. I need to know if I'm going to fail ahead of time. I need to know what's going to happen ahead of time, either in my relationship or in my job. I've never tried stuff. I've always feared failing before the outcome, so I've never decided to try anything new. It took me a long time even to get into a relationship after some of my other relationships because I feared that down that path I was going to fail. I can say that the relationship I am in currently has almost come to that spot, but I'm working towards that. And all I know now is that fear that I've had for the unknown, it doesn't matter what comes the next day. It's where you are that day. You wake up in the morning thinking positive thoughts and thinking that all you can do is the best that you can do, no matter what. That you'll be okay. That the fear of failure or the fear of the unknown is not a big deal. As long as you know every day you wake up that just live in the moment.
And you're doing your best.
And then I'm doing my best, and I am. And that's what I've learned since then. Right now I have changed a lot, not only the emotional side, but there is physical stuff I have done in my life in the last month and a half. I'm eating a lot better. I'm exercising again. I care about myself again. I haven't cared about myself in a long time, so I just let things go and just didn't care. I'm healthier for it. I feel better. In the past I was drinking irresponsibly, and that's unhealthy. It's something that is not right. I choose to not drink right now, and that's my choice. But,
Is it difficult for you not to drink?
No, it actually is not difficult. It was easier than I thought. I just stopped. As soon as I knew that I needed to go to therapy, I just stopped that day. Part of my relationship was pushed to that point, so part of it was an easy decision because that was more important to me than the drinking. But it's just, since I've been doing everything else, it's there and it doesn't really bug me all that much. Spiritually, I was never a spiritually kind of man, but through Wenqi and the books that she's provided, plus the meditation that I do now, that I never would have thought of doing before, has really helped. Not only at night when I go to sleep, I sleep better when I meditate before I go to bed, but in the morning. One example I just did a couple of weeks ago was a golf day. It was an early morning tee time, and I got there early, and I had a half hour, and I meditated before the round. And I got on the course feeling relaxed, no stress, and I didn't care where I hit the ball. I just knew it was going to be a great day. It was mellow. No matter what happened, I was going to have a good day. I could only do my best.
And you were okay with it?
And I was okay with the unknown, and I played one of the best rounds I've ever played, and I think I played one of the best non-stress, non-carefree. It was a carefree round for me. I enjoyed every minute of it, and the score didn't matter at the end. That was one good thing.
Right.
And that was from meditation, and I enjoy it thoroughly.
Right. So what would you say to someone who is in need of psychotherapy but hesitates to go forward to get the help he or she might need?
I've told Wenqi that I wish I would have done this 10 years ago. I wish I would have done this then, because where I am today, I've lost 10 years of being happy and being the person I used to be. And now that I'm doing it, I just enjoy it. So I would tell somebody that's in a situation where I was, where they just feel life is out of control anymore, that there's nothing for them in it, that there is no reason for them to be around, it's not true. All you have to do is make a phone call. All you have to do is make that progress. Because I know the first session that you have, you might have rehearsed it in your head thousands of times but never spoke it.
Mm-hmm.
But once you express it, it flows naturally. And that's what I found through this process. So I recommend this therapy. And if you find somebody else that you like, but therapy is a good thing. You don't have to be afraid of it. It's a very useful tool.
Great.
But I'm glad I came here.
Great.